Give it up for any of the GTs, everyone.
Hello my honeys, it's me, Tayris Mongardi from RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 7 and I am of course back with another video. My lips are dry. Do you know that episode of SpongeBob? High key, I bring up SpongeBob way too much. Where they go to Karate Island and there's the one girl with the really dry chapped lips.
Oh no, not the chapped lips! Oh.
Very the cast of season 7. I'm coming to you out of drag, but with my same drag contacts, so you still feel like you're looking into my same tired eyes. So initially, this video was just a vlog of the past week, but then thinking about it, I know there are people out there who really want the behind the scenes tea on the episodes. And so, in true Glee fan fashion, I just thought I'd do a little mashup of the both. So this video is going to feature half of my gigs, from shows, to private parties, to immersive horror mazes, and as promised, I will still give you a deep dive and a read of my journal from episode 2, Rumble in the Jumble. But before we crack on, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please do leave a comment as to how you found this video structure and what you want to see more of on either side. Now Diva, let's cut up and kiki. Sunday 28th of September, Battle of the Franchises. I had the absolute pleasure of working with the Chic Norwich team for Battle of the Franchises at the 2 Brewers in Clapham. And so, here's just a short little semblance of clips from my favourite moments of the night.
Tell you something, you ugly bitch.
I look crazy. Hey, 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 come on white girl! Hey, 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 hey!
It's not giving what it's supposed to give.
Queen, please follow me. I mean, follow me.
Episode 2, Rumble in the Jumble. So we come back in after we find out that nobody's gone home thanks to the lucky cow. And like, no shade, but to... Firstly, that was ugly, but I was kind of gutted that I wasn't voted the lucky cow. To be honest, when we were discussing it around the couch, the general consensus was kind of that Pasty needed it the most because everyone believed she would lose the lip sync to both Bella and I. And full tea, I knew I'd win that lip sync if that was the case, but I got away with it. But the top 12 are all moving on to week 2. And my honeys, I think it's so fierce that I got the first new day in the workroom. It's a new day in the workroom and I'm really ready to get going. I'm about to cross the I's and dot the T's. Yeah, the big T in Tayris, that's me. High key, I might ask on Twitter, but I haven't seen one yet. Is anyone doing one of those confessional counter things? I kind of want to see where I'm stacking up, full T. But RuPaul walks into the workroom, plus Raven in dark mode, and we begin the Tainters mini challenge. I don't really think I got voted for much, to be honest. I think Sally voted me for nicest queen, but honestly, that's kind of it. If I recall, I voted for Elvosk for nicest queen, Bones for most beautiful, Viola most annoying, and Diva, who didn't, lol. And Pasty for worst taste and next to go home. Also, Pasty, if you're watching, I've got to call you out on something. I was doing a meet and greet the other day at the episode 2 viewing party after you were eliminated, and these 2 divas came up to me and they said, we're from Cornwall, but we're confused about Pasty. And so obviously I was like, why, baby girl? And they said, Pasty makes this whole thing about Greggs, but Greggs actually don't even serve pasties. And I was like, surely not.
Surely not.
But Pasty, they're onto you, girl. They only do bakes, so what's tea, mama? Pasty gets to assign the pairs, and Nyan Bella and I are assigned the season 1 table. I don't remember if Pasty knew if we were, like, paired together, like in season 4, if we were against each other, like in season 2, or it was just a neutral share of materials. Because I remember thinking to myself, please don't pick me, Pasty. But I ended up with my ride or die Judy, Nyan Bella, and we had a gorgeous time. If you didn't know, Nyan Bella and I had been friends for a good while before the show. Also, I don't know if I can say this, but Nyan Bella actually told me
my real hair, yes.
And I just remember at the time being like, girl, stop talking. Nyan Bella and I then have our walkthrough with Mother Rue, and after walking through a few different initial concepts with Rue, this is what I ended up with. To be fair, I made some changes, but I feel like this is kind of accurate to the sketch. Because also, what you didn't see in Untacked, we had about an hour with the fabrics before RuPaul actually came into the workroom. However, because the stress of Drag Race makes you thick as shit, I had put my pattern pieces in my rucksack because I was scared production would take them or hide them, and I had accidentally left them in the hotel. So when you prepare for Drag Race, they ask you to bring all the runways, all the challenge looks, and then just some miscellaneous pieces from your wardrobe. So I had brought this dress with me, and I said, okay, do you know what? It's a different silhouette to any of my other runways and whatnot. I can just kind of remake this using the garment in the workroom. When RuPaul and I had our walkthrough, she gave me some critiques on what she'd like to see, and she said she'd prefer something asymmetrical and that showed off more hip. And of course, to her face, I was like, yeah, girl, of course. But I'd already cut out all of the pattern pieces for this, and I didn't really have much more fabric left. So using what I'd intended to be the bottom tier of the skirt, I had to rework the design into something more like this, which is essentially what you saw on the show. Also, let's talk about my walkthrough. RuPaul did not know what I was saying, but girl, she was living. You saw in my Meet the Queens that I said I am the motor mouth Maybelle of drag, and that is cause my mouth be running 1,000 miles an hour. I was pissing myself too, cause Ru's like, I can tell you're so funny, I just don't know what you're saying, girl. But I'm just very glad I could make her laugh. Friday, 3rd of October, Tulleys Farm. So, I was invited by local DJ and icon, Patch, to attend the Tulleys Farm press night, sponsored by Nix and Greg's. For anyone who doesn't know, it's basically an immersive experience. But girl, I said to myself, if I go in drag, that is so jokes. So, enjoy this little reboot of The Blair Witch Project. Starring me, Tayris Mongardi. Hey, queen! Sickening queen! Stop it!
This is supposed to be nice, I'm dressed up nice and everything!
Yeah, so you look better than me, trust me.
Unbelievable!
This is
My
nice.
colours are good!
I'm so shitting myself. God, I'm so scared. I'm fighting for my life right now. Chat myself. The queen. A little bit of this. Oh, she's voguing right now. Hey! There's a one behind her. Oh, there's a step. That's really lovely and warm, that. Bitch, not me, the fuck. Girl. No, please. Hey, queen.
Say your piece.
That was nasty. Oh! I have a really lovely time, actually.
You look at it! The soil is hungry for every single soul that passes through. Even yours!
Why is he kind of hot? Yeah, Lxke, his neck tattoo kind of got me.
T-Rex. Oh, there's fire. Oh my god.
Who wouldn't know what real talent looks like if it slivered up and bit you on the backside, that's for sure. Someone buy me a director.
She gagged you, honey.
Please, I don't like it.
Oh, hey. Oh, I can't hack it. Christ! Oh, there's a step! Is that Grace? I was just filming the rags. Look at this. Oh my god! Okay. Got a living in hell. Sam, I'm living in hell.
What is that about?
Okay. So, Oh, Christ, stop! Sam, you made a friend. This is too fucking much. Hey, Queen. You finished? Hey, Diva. I'm like very aware that some of that footage, I don't even know if it's usable, girl. Also, at one point, sorry, I hit someone in the face. There was like a scare actor. Well, I was just like walking through the dark, and they were like, "Ugh!" And I just like lashed out, and I was like, "I'm so sorry." Like, it's okay in character, and I was like, you know, like they whimpered off. Did they introduce you earlier? I don't know.
I don't think so.
This is
Hello,
Sam.
good day.
Lovely boy. Also, gag, I wanted to get a video, but can I say it on vlog? I don't care. I wanted to get a proper video, but I saw Pixie. Hey, Queen. I'll probably insert a picture here.
They say the camera adds £10.
And do you know what? In person, I'm slightly more likeable. I probably look disgusting. Thank you so much to the Tulleys team for inviting me. Thank you, Pax and Sam, for being an absolute kiki. And I will definitely see you next year. It is time for the runway presentation for Rumble in the Jumble. And do you know what? Why was I actually kind of The hair, the pearls, the detail, the hole in the glove, which I covered by making the sleeve even longer. Which, now I say that out loud, doesn't even actually make any sense because it's easier for me to sew up the hole in the glove. But Diva, I was on Drag Race, things were gaggy. I am called safe, which I kind of thought was fair. I remember saying to Sally when we were lining up, firstly, you're obviously gonna win. But secondly, I was kind of in the mindset of, if I'm in the bottom 3, it's because they hate me. If I'm in the top 3, it's because they're really pushing me. And if I'm safe, I think that's kind of accurate. But a lot of people online, to be fair, have said that they thought I could have or should have been in the top. And to that I will say, thank you for stroking my ego. Sally very correctly wins the challenge, and Viola sends home my dear sister Pasty. Honestly, I know all of you at home saw just how charming and effervescent and lovely she is, and I knew I was going to really miss her energy in the workroom. She is forever not only a camp cow, but a very lucky one. And I have moved on to week 3, which, I mean, girl, let's be real. If you didn't think I was going to make it to week 3, like, educate yourself. Come on. Sunday, 5th of October, the leopard print portraits. So this Sunday just gone, I worked a private party supporting superstar and author Gemma Taylor with their visual book release, The Leopard Print Portraits. The book is a fabulous collection of photography and imagery, and I was invited to perform and host at their release party. And your girl was not only sleep deprived, but also a little bit turned, not gonna lie. Here is the real tea. Yesterday in London, I had double cowgirl brunch with Chanel No. 5.
No. My boyfriend always tells me when I'm taking my makeup off, I'm doing Thomas the Tank Engine face.
Me and my friends always say when I take my makeup off, it's, you know, the baby and the peanut butter in the vine, like.
Does it feel good?
Last night, I tried to have an early night and I went to bed at like 10:30, but I woke up at like 12:30, as in like just gone midnight, and I haven't slept since. And it's now like 2:30, 2:45, and I'm only there for like a couple hours, but I am shattered. But yeah, so I'm gonna hop on my e-scooter and I'm gonna take some video at the gig, and come on, let's go, off we pop.
Stop it!
Diva down, diva down. Do you know that video of Bailey J. Mills where she's going, So candid.
Honestly, that's so natural.
And it's now like 4 p.m, 4:30. And all I've eaten today was a bagel. So I've had a couple cocktails. God, I'm kind of drunk. I'm not like plastered. Let's not get crazy booze. But yeah, I think the drink has gone like straight to my head, and I'm like, oh girl, you need to sober up for this set. Cause I'm just gonna be there like, I'm like, oh hey, oh there's people coming into the venue. No, I'm in danger.
Never hear you. Players of the world. Everybody together. Give it the world.
Hello my honeys, I'm back from the gig, I've sobered up, and I had a fabulous time. I hope you've enjoyed this cheeky little vlog, and oh my god, I so can't believe I would just say that. Actually, you better subscribe to my YouTube channel, otherwise I'll be really angry with you. Lol. And it is of course time to jump into my journal. Girl, such a drama queen. 11:41 p.m, 16th of January. Okay, so I think I'm going home tomorrow, if not in the bottom. I aimed for a gown, but without my patterns, which I left at the hotel, I feel like I've maybe bitten off more than I can chew. Rue wanted asymmetrical, so this is what I could offer without it being too catsuit-ish. I need to turn up the volume. Diva, who am I talking to? Dear God, I want a performance challenge. Please! Ahead of tomorrow, I'm thinking the results will be Win, Sally TM, High, Shy and Selexa, Low, Elvosk, Bottom 2, Pasty and Tayris. If I'm in the bottom again, my fate as an underwhelming run is sealed. I literally hate this. Hate, girl. God, please, Rue, spare me. I legit want to run and hide. Right, I'm gonna try and sew these pearls into the wig. Please pray for me, woof. But having to duck and dive around these pages, there's so many things that are like spoiler coded or kind of bitchy. 17th of January, 11 p.m. We said goodbye to Pasty and it's all feeling very real. She was in her head this entire time and I wish I could have helped her more, but her fate was kind of sealed. I love her so much. So I've been low, then safe, which is technically upward. This is my redemption. It's so nice to bond with new queens. I remember during the psych process for the show, something we were told is that by force of habit, you'll immediately connect with people quite closely who remind you of home. And it's so funny now because Sally, TM and I are truly like this. And I think at first, in those first couple weeks of the show, I was apprehensive because I was thinking to myself, am I just obsessed with her because she reminds me of all the Brighton lot back home, like Daphne and Glue and all of my sisters? What I will say was really lovely to realise is, no, I just think that we're very kindred spirits. So big up for the Sally TM repeater badge. And with that, my honeys, we have come to the end of another YouTube video. Thank you for sticking with me on this journey. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of Tayris content. In particular, this week, I'm really interested to hear about how you found this format of the mixture between the RUCAP and my weekly vlog. So if that's something you like and want to see more of, please do let me know. I'm always down for a critique and a clown. But in the meantime, I'm gonna head off and sew up the holes in my very terrible gloves, and I will see you next week. Bye, Diva. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This punch thing is ridiculous, but camp.